Ceiling fan blowing cold breeze on your body. I can't tell you really what it is, but you got it. Makeup in the morning, you got dresses in your closet, but you grab them tight, you in love with being modest. You a move body giving interviews. I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. And you cool, tatted up, cover warm, different vibe, you new and grown, but you ain't even flexing. And you ain't gotta try too hard. Number one fan, your side, your blood. Got me think about it side the most. Words cut deep, it's like a sword. Making me better, you hotter than pepper. You with a big stepper who chasing the cheddar. All of these women, they not on your level. You like a mix of business and pleasure. You a move body giving scene reviews. I'm just saying I'm amused, but you ain't even flexing. Then you cool, tatted up, cover warm, different vibe, you new and grown, but you ain't even flexing. But you ain't even flexing. But you ain't even flexing. But you ain't even flexing.
Hello, hello, hello. It is me again. Doing another one. This is Real Talk with Amiri. Welcome to the podcast where we talk about real things, real life, things that may offend you. I know I talk about things that offend you, but I'm talking honestly from my perspective and a lot of other people's perspective. But we want to tackle the tough questions, the tough perspectives, the honest things that people don't want to talk about. You know, and a lot of things are going wrong, so evidently we're not talking or teaching about the correct things. Hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is starting off their week well. If you're going through something, reach out to people. If it gets really hard, reach out to people, ask for help. Go search for your answer. Ask for your answer. You know, a lot of times when I pray for something, I pray for an answer, you're going to get it. But yes, doing another podcast today. I'm trying to think of the exact topic. How are we failing our children? What are we not teaching them about? I don't think that's the exact thing I posted, but I don't have it in front of me. But how are we failing our children? Especially in the things that we are teaching them. What are we failing to teach our children? That's what I think it was. Okay. And, I see it every day. When we have, and some of this is not deliberate. It's just, we are following in the footsteps of people that they didn't teach us something, so we don't teach something. But we have this World Wide Web. We got to get out here and start. We got to start early on our kids. In a world that is constantly changing and evolving, it's really important for us as parents and educators to take a step back, and we need to start looking at and evaluate what lessons we are imparting to our children. Are we preparing them adequately for the challenges they will face in the future? And as far as Black America, we face different challenges than white America or other ethnic cultures. Are we teaching them the crucial skills and values that they need to have? And I keep saying, if people would just do what you're supposed to do. And that seems so simple for me. But it's not simple for everybody. If you just go to work, if you have to go to work. Some people don't have to go to work. I have to go to work. I have not got into where, I can work for myself and make money from home and not really have to go do that 9 to 5. I'm working on it. I'm trying, but I know that there is another way. I am searching, trying to figure that out. But if some people just do what you're supposed to do, and it's for everybody. If you're single, if you have kids, if you live with your mother or your father or family or stranger or whoever, you have to be self-reliant. You should be self-reliant. I'm not saying you're going to have to be, because people don't, but you should be taking care of yourself in some kind of way, providing for yourself. America is different from other places. Some other places you can live off the land, you can go catch stuff, hunt, and you can do those things here, but that's not a way of life. But that is my thing I've been saying the last few days. Just do what you're supposed to do. If you're supposed to have a job, you want to take care of yourself, then go do that. Go get a job. Have a place to stay. Sometimes, and with the way that things are going today, the expensive rent and everything, you might have to get a roommate. Then do that. That's what you're supposed to do, to live, to get a home, to get a house, to live somewhere. You're going to have an income that pays your rent, that helps pay lights, water, and gas. If you live somewhere you're not paying for something, someone else is taking care of you and paying those expenses. And that's one thing. If you're in a relationship or you're married and the husband is, taking care of those things. But some of y'all, I'm not your husband. I'm not your wife. I'm not any of those things. You should be taking care of your own self. But just do those basic things. Job. You pay your bills. You buy food. Giveaways. I've been going to giveaways ever since one of my friends, Cotton, told me about them. And over the years and lately, since I have so many people in my house, I've been going to them. But there are ways to get free food. So that's one expense that you can kind of cross out if you take advantage of giveaways and use them. Use the food wisely. You got to come up with recipes and think of new things. But that's free food. That's an expense you don't have. You're saving money. You can put that money somewhere else. But just do what you're supposed to do. If you're a father and you have kids, help take care of your kids. And unfortunately, the way the world is today, people have kids and they're not married. I believe in marriage. I've never been married, but I believe in marriage. Get married. Get married before you have kids. Both of you can work if that's needed. One of you can work. The husband is normally, that's the way, this society is set up. He should be taking care of the family. But if we just do what we're supposed to do, if you're a student, if you're going to school, get your grades done. You don't have to be Albert Einstein to pass your classes. My grandson just found out probably a week or so ago. He needs to get his stuff together or he's going to be repeating the next grade. Now, I'm not his mother. His mother is here every day. His mother does not work. She is at home every day. So why does she not know what's going on with his grades? My mom just happened to be picking up kids from school and she got the spiel. But just do what you're supposed to do. Teach your kids that. Talk to them. You need to be in their grades and who they're talking to, who they're hanging out with. But we are definitely falling short on some things. And let me get to my list. We are not teaching resilience, coping skills. We're not teaching our kids to be strong. You know, if a tree is swaying in the wind and it's weak, it's going to break. We are like that as well. In a society that puts a premium on success and achievement, he's successful, blah, blah, blah. It's easy for our children to feel pressured to be perfect all the time. And nobody's perfect all the time. We all fail. We all have bad days. There's always something going wrong in our lives. Always. There is no perfect life. We need to teach our children that. You know, I've had that discussion before on social media. Oh, they need phones. And they don't need phones. They don't need social media. It really corrupts your thinking on certain things as a child. Failure is a natural part of life. Everything is not going to go right. Everything is not going to grow right. Every relationship is not going to succeed. You're going to have failures all the time. But social media, you know, it teach you, it looks good all the time, 24/7. She got her big breasts and her BBL and they got that perfect relationship. But he ends up shooting and killing her whatever. We don't even know what went on because people don't put that out there. No relationship is perfect. No family is perfect. No job is perfect. There is always something going on. But we definitely do need to teach our children how to bounce back from setbacks. You know, as a child, I still remember, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. And they do hurt. Words do hurt. But we cannot let the words of others define or, tell us who we are. And that definitely needs to be something that we need to be teaching our children. Whatever people say, it may hurt. It might hurt. Go cry in the corner and get your ass back up and get out there. You cannot let other people destroy you with their words or their perceptions or their ideals. You are your own person. And you need to preserve your identity. And you're going to have to face adversity. Some people, depending on where you live or where you at, you might first face adversity every day, even as a child. So we have to start teaching our children to be stronger. Everything is not going to be, we're going to make them concede and bend down to you. That's not how life works. Unfortunately, that's not how life works. And along with resilience, we need to teach our children empathy. And that is another important quality that is sometimes neglected in our education. I don't ever remember being taught empathy, and maybe there was a book or something else we went over. I don't know. But in this increasingly diverse and big world is crucial for children to develop an understanding and appreciation for different perspectives, different people, different cultures, different colors, different upbringings. I am so grateful and appreciative of the upbringing I had, because some people were not afforded that. They did not get that. And my parents had their issues, but oh my God, it is not what other people had to suffer or go through or endure. And I am so glad that I was given the opportunity to just be a kid for the most part. I didn't go through a whole bunch of bull crap that some people go through. Teaching empathy can help foster compassion, kindness, and cooperation. All essential skills for building strong relationships and going through conflicts. And as far as Black America, we're always shooting and killing each other as Black men and some Black women too. So what's missing from our young Black men? Black fathers is one of them. Fathers with empathy and compassion and kindness. You teach those things. And we should be teaching those things in schools. Sometimes I think we need to get rid of these damn books, because not completely, but we need to have classes on compassion. Compassion 101, empathy 102, sympathy, kindness. We're not teaching those things. Because if you can go out here and just blow somebody's fucking head off and keep walking and go on and go up to a party the next night, there's something missing from you. And then for those people that know this person did this and you're still hanging with a person like this, you next. You could be next. Another area that we are failing our children is financial literacy. Oh, and that should probably be, that's up at the top. Not number 1, maybe number 2, 3. But because people do not have the right financial literacy, then they take on the crime life. Oh, I want to sell drugs, or I want to go out and rob people and shoot and steal and kill because I want that money. I want to get what the money offers and gives me. And many young adults graduate 12 years. When you graduate from high school, you should have been there 12 years without a solid understanding of basic financial concepts such as budgeting, saving, investing, or managing debt. And that's fucking ridiculous. That you go through 12 years of school and you don't even know what a budget is. And if the community, the population, people get paid to go to school. The educational system, for every student, they're getting a certain amount of money for you to attend there for the school year. I'm thinking from my mind, $14,000 a year times how many ever students, and that's probably low. It might be 24,000, whatever. Somebody is getting paid for you to attend school, for 12 years, for you not to know what a budget is, or how to invest, or manage your debt. They're getting paid for that. So we have to start requesting. And if the requests don't get met, then we need to start demanding some changes in our school system. Your children are in school for 12 years, so many hours a day, and evidently they're not learning too much for some of them, because they're going out here shooting, killing, robbing, stealing. Something's wrong. Sex education, I don't think that's in my paperwork, but having children as a teenager or a young adult without marriage or stability is one of the worst things you can do with your life. And just making it basic, what do you have to offer that child? Love. Love does not pay rent. Love does not buy diapers. Love does not buy milk or formula. Love does not pay the rent. Love does not get you to and from the doctor's appointments. So we definitely need to be teaching our children about sex education, boys and girls, and about marriage, and what does marriage really mean? What type of foundation does marriage mean? And we, that don't mean we getting married young and having kids, because if you work at McDonald's and while I work at McDonald's, we struggling to take care of a baby. We struggling. So it needs to be a whole lot more thinking. But just as I'm sitting up thinking about this, the educational system can think about these things and propose new changes. And as communities, we can too. But we need to start equipping our children with the knowledge and skills they need to make informed financial decisions. We can help set them up on long-term success. Credit score. You can't buy a home if you're going through the traditional system without a good credit score. Why is everybody's credit fucked up? What's causing this? We're not being educated. Hello. That's how we're failing our children. No, we're not getting no credit cards. No, we're not getting any cable or cell phone bills that we gonna let go bad or get charged off. That's fucking up your credit. So some stuff is very self-explanatory. We also need to do better at teaching critical thinking skills. And this goes for, I don't know if some of our adults have never been taught critical thinking skills, but I see it. I'm seeing it. You know, if something goes wrong, how do I fix it? What do I need to do to correct a problem that I'm having? I have a leak. How do I need to fix it? And some stuff, it's just, like I said, it's amazing me now. Just do the right thing. Just do what you're supposed to do. But critical thinking skills is very important. In this digital age where information is out here, it's rampant, it's essential for children to learn how to think critically about the information they encounter. You know, and all information is not true. Everything you see, just because someone is on there and they're applauding it and voicing it, that doesn't mean it's true. You have to go back and find out and discover if it's really true or false. And you may not, but that doesn't mean it's true. And a lot of people are working on opinions. There is no facts behind it. You need to evaluate sources for credibility. And you know what? I'm also finding out that things can look so good. And they got their script down and everything down, and it might look wonderful. This is the best thing I ever had. Come to find out, it's a piece of shit. It's all lies. It's not what it's cracked up to be. But if I had thought about that critically and, saved a little bit of space to find out, I would have been okay. We also can do a better job at, and I don't know, just allowing our kids for some kids, they need to be given the space to be creative. Creative in another area where traditional education often falls short. And that is true because everyone is not the same. We want to put all these cookie cutters on everybody, and everybody's not the same. Everybody doesn't learn the same. How else are we failing our kids? We're not being honest with them. We're not telling them our mistakes. And I am one to just be honest. Yeah, I fucked up. I shouldn't have did that. That was wrong. I should not have made that choice. And some of our kids, they're very hard-headed. And I think that's where you may want to let someone else talk to them. And that's where you go out and ask for help. But there are a lot of things that we are applauding. I never applaud. And I'm not going to say never, but if my kids are doing some crap, and just to make it a show, no. You know, we need to teach our kids to be responsible. Being responsible looks a certain way. It is a certain way. It has certain facts. If my kids are out here, I don't even know what to say. Sleeping around, that's not good. Having a billion kids, not taking care of them properly. My sons, grandsons out here having baby after baby, going to jail, shooting somebody. I'm not ever gonna amen that. You're making a mistake. A lot of things is if we just be honest. And if you don't know something, there's somebody out there that does know the information. I might not know how to fix your credit by buying life insurance or whatever. I might not know how you can get a job if you're a felon or if you have this issue, but somebody does. And I know that we can find who does. But I definitely think that as parents and educators, we need to challenge ourselves to prioritize essential skills, basic things. How do I feed myself? One of my young friends, I took them an offering of food. They were already out a few days later because they said that they had their brothers over and their daughter. But sir, how do you make that food last? That's a basic skill that we all should have. How do you make food last? I go to giveaways, but I didn't have a giveaway this Saturday. But you have to start thinking critically. How to eat, how to pay your bills, how to treat people. How do I stay out of jail? How do I keep a job? Do I need a second job? Y'all know I have a house guest that's an alcoholic. I still see incorrect thinking as he speaks. But that's not my problem. And sometimes you have to go like that. That's not my problem. That's not my issue. People have to be willing to make a choice and a decision for themselves. I cannot make that for them. But by instilling good qualities young, and we need to get real young, we can help them be resilient, empathetic, financially savvy, critical thinkers, creative individuals who are prepared to thrive, not die in an ever-changing world. And this has been my Real Talk with Amira podcast on how are we failing our children. But everyone, have a lovely Tuesday night. Peace.